Hey guys, so today's video we're going to be taking a look at the new Tudor Beast coin. We have the quarter ounce dragon, so I will be getting the 1 ounce soon, not arrived yet. So for now we've got the quarter ounce. Now we're going to take a closer look at those along with some of the others in the series in a moment. But this one I just purchased from Bullion by Post, and you'll also perhaps remember that in November I did a video where I said I wanted to give myself a bonus gold coin, and there was a little challenge that started in December to basically put away £10 or $12 per week, and at the end of our time we would have in a year £520 or $624, and that would be obviously December this year. So yeah, when I did the video, spot price was $19.38 for 1 ounce of gold, or $15.87 in pounds, and roughly a quarter ounce was around £420 to £430, and $530 to $540. So the idea of it being in December was that at the end of this year we'd have a little bit of a buffer if spot price went up a little bit, or if spot price went down a little bit, we could obviously pick and choose and buy a little bit earlier. So that was the challenge, and yeah, so far we're about 35 weeks in, and we've got a nice little stack. So the reason I'm telling you about that is because I'm hoping that the next coin after this, so coin number 6 in the Bullion series, I'm hoping that can come from the £10 per week that's just been tucked away. So some weeks I've put 20 and then not put in the next week just to make it easier, but the idea is that we end up with a bonus gold coin at the end of the time without really having to dip into our reserves or anything like that. So for me, I want to ideally pick up the next Tudor Beast with that money in the quarter ounce. But with the Royal Mint's release schedule, anything could happen. So the first one was the Lion of England, and that was over here. So that is 2022. We've got this similar sort of squatting design. We've got obviously the chainmail kind of background, and nice clean field with the text there. And obviously we have QE2 on the back. So next we had the Yale, again with QE2 on the back, so the back's the same there. Sorry, the front. You'd think I would get that right by now. On the front of the coin, and yeah, on the back obviously we have the Yale here. Similar background, similar kind of squatting position, clutching his shield. Next was the Bull, I think. So this was also 2023, so we've got now the second one of 23, and in this one, obviously, we had the King KC3 on there, so a bit of a change of monarch, and makes it an interesting set, perhaps, for collectors, with the different monarch coming through. So I noticed they called it the Tudor Beast, and they didn't call it like the King's Beast or anything after the Queen's Beast set. So maybe there was a reason behind that, maybe maybe not. Maybe just after the actual statues themselves. So we had the Seymour Unicorn next, which was the first for 2024, and obviously KC3 on the back. And then we have the next one for 2024 here, and that is the Dragon. So yeah, maybe this one I was expecting like closer to sort of February time, to match like when the Lion came out, February in 2022, I think it was, 23? Anyway, it was around the February time, because it was just before the gold price went up. I remember the first one was somewhere around £370, and at the time that seemed like a bit of a stretch for a quarter ounce. Not a stretch necessarily, but like it seemed a bit expensive, if you like, compared to what we'd been paying. But then obviously the Russia thing, and then gold price and so on. So now we have 5 coins. There was obviously another one. The Panther was earlier in the proof design. So I'm not sure if that was just to perhaps get people, who wanted to start the set, get them into the proof coins first, so they didn't have to wait. Maybe that was the reason for that, or maybe just lack of organisation or some other kind of plot. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we have Probably my favourite two here, the dragon and the lion. So what I thought is they're all kind of in a very similar position, you know, clutching the shield. The dragon, it's not bad. I think the Queen's Beast set is, you know, perhaps superior, but it was, you know, it would always be a hard set to follow. We'll see as this one progresses. But the other interesting thing about this set is that I wasn't actively stacking for the start of the Queen's Beast, whereas for the Tudor Beast, obviously I am. So the thing I've done with the Tudor Beast is at the start of the series I bought multiple lions in the 1 ounce and the 1/4 ounce, and also Yales, and it means that I've essentially capped the maximum cost of the set if I want to. So when I was buying these, they were around in the £1,500 range because spot price is obviously lower, and now spot price is like £1,850, so it's, you know, it's a fair way up. It's nearly 20% up. So with buying 10 of each and a few spares on top of that at the start, it means that whenever a new coin comes out in the series, I can either sell, if the price has gone up, one of my spares and buy the new one, or I can, if the price has gone down, just keep the spares and just buy the new one cheaper. So I've effectively capped my maximum price for the set, and so far that's obviously working out quite well for me. I'm quite happy just to buy the dragon as is, because, you know, I'm pretty happy with you know, spending a little bit on the gold coins there. But yeah, it's a interesting strategy that could work if you are planning to collect a set in the future. So yeah, with the Royal Mint's release schedule, not sure when we'll see the next one. I was hoping it would be perhaps the end of this year, but like it's already July now, so you know what's going to happen in 3 or 4 months. Don't know if we're going to get another one just in that time. Maybe, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too much. So anyway, the £10 a week should soon mount up, and even if gold price goes up a little bit more, you know, we should have a little bit of spare cash there for the next Tudor Beast. Obviously when the 1 ounce comes out, I will be showing that on the channel as well. A few little bits and pieces in the background you'll see on some other videos, and some of you, you know, what's this? You might recognise this if you're from the States. Anyway, more on that later. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and that is the Tudor Beast. Let's just have a little zoom in so you can take a little look at those. And over and out.